Hey everyone, John Green here. Let's talk about lies. We've all told them and we've all been lied to. Research suggests we encounter lies every single day. Some studies say it's dozens of times. Crazy, right? We've tried to catch liars for ages. Think lie detector tests. Those measure physical reactions like sweating or a racing heart. But here's the thing. Those reactions aren't always about lying. You could be nervous, excited, or just plain uncomfortable. That's why traditional lie detection is often unreliable. It's easily fooled. So how can we tell if someone is spinning a yarn? Well, the answer might lie in their words. Traditional lie detection methods like polygraphs rely on the assumption that lying triggers physiological changes. However, these changes can be caused by other factors like stress or anxiety. This makes these methods unreliable. They're not foolproof. Think about it. You could be stressed about the test itself, not the lie. Plus, people can be trained to beat these tests. That's why we need a new approach, one that focuses on something liars can't control as easily, their words. Enter linguistic text analysis. This approach analyzes the words people use to uncover deception. It's based on a fascinating idea. Creating a lie is hard work for our brains. It takes more effort to invent a story than to tell the truth. This effort can leak out in our language, revealing clues about our veracity. Think about it. When you're making something up, you have to keep track of all the details, make sure it's consistent, and try to sound convincing. That's a lot of mental gymnastics, and our brains aren't perfect at hiding this effort. Linguistic analysis looks for patterns in our language that often betray deception. These patterns emerge because lying requires more cognitive effort. We use different words, sentence structures, and even punctuation when we're trying to deceive. It's like our brains leave behind linguistic fingerprints that betray our true intentions. So, what are these linguistic giveaways? One common pattern is reduced self-reference. Liars tend to use fewer first-person pronouns like I, me, or my. It's as if they're distancing themselves from the lie, trying to avoid taking ownership of their words. Another red flag is negative language. Liars often use more negative words like hate, stupid, or sorry. This could be due to guilt or discomfort associated with the lie. They might be subconsciously trying to distance themselves from their own words or express their discomfort with the deception. Liars also tend to oversimplify their explanations. It's easier to fabricate a simple story than a complex one. They might leave out details, avoid specifics, or use vague language. It's like they're trying to paint a picture with broad strokes, hoping you won't notice the lack of detail. On the flip side, some liars go overboard with unnecessary length and detail. They might add irrelevant information or use convoluted sentence structures to sound more convincing. It's like they're trying to bury the lie under a mountain of words, hoping you'll get lost in the details. Section 4 Case Studies in Deception, Lance Armstrong and John Edwards. Let's look at some real-world examples. Remember Lance Armstrong? He vehemently denied doping allegations for years. His language during those denials was telling. He used almost no personal pronouns and often described doping as a hypothetical situation. He was distancing himself from the lie. However, when he finally confessed, his language shifted dramatically. He used I frequently, expressed remorse, and took responsibility for his actions. The difference was striking. Another example is John Edwards, a former US politician. He denied fathering a child out of wedlock. His denial was long-winded, avoided naming the child or mother, and lacked personal pronouns. It was classic deception. When he finally admitted the truth, his statement was concise, acknowledged the child, and used I to take responsibility. The contrast in language was stark. Section 5. Applying linguistic insights, navigating a world of untruths. These examples might seem extreme, but understanding these linguistic patterns can be incredibly useful in everyday life. We encounter deception all the time, from small white lies to more serious deceptions. By paying attention to the language people use, we can become better at spotting these falsehoods. This can help us avoid scams, make better decisions, and even navigate complex relationships. So, the next time you're trying to figure out if someone is being truthful, pay attention to their words. Do they avoid personal pronouns? Do they use a lot of negative language? Are their explanations overly simplistic or unnecessarily complex? These linguistic clues might just reveal more than you think. Thanks for watching.